On the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. A give up the middle to H.A. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Young now. Finds his receiver, Watson. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Young going to move him around. Achane gets it from the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Here's Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Young on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Max Crosby in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. To return is Taylor. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Lions will take over. They'll send the tight end in motion left. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Lawrence. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Baby, this is the time where holds are made.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And to throw again is Lawrence. That is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. H.A. now up the middle. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. first and 10. Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a second and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
First and 10, Taylor now.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
The Chark goes in motion left. Now Lawrence.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Young, he's going to change it up. In motion, left goes Watson.
On 1st and 10, Young. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he won't get any further as he's taken down right there at the 24. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Now Young. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A-Chain on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Devon A-Chain, 25 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And now off to the races down the right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Lawrence will throw.
Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And in from the Lions, touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are back within a score.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. First down, Young. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Young. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Third down, here's H.8. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now Lawrence on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On second down, Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On second down, Lawrence. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Lawrence
firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Taylor. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a first down throw for Young.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw on 2nd down is Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, Young.
That's taken in by Watson.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
Now Young throwing on first down.
Complete once again to Watson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Young.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To the air once more, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. As long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Young working out of the gun. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And now they'll shift things around. Now Lawrence.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
6, not 3. Keep it moving. Make some good calls on
Now Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Touchdown! DJ Chark, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Lawrence to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously...
And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Looking right side, and it's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. On the move past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
The option to give to Taylor here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Hey,
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Taylor.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jonathan Taylor
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Taken at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's 1st and 10. Young. That's taken in by Knox.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Here's 1st down. Young to throw.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now Young.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Here's Young. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Playoff lives at stake. Oh, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Young on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Again, it's Young. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
To throw, Young. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so.